Hey guys, Hooked here, and today we're going to be going through some attacks that Smith, who is one of the best Blizzard Lalo players on the planet, some of the attacks he did on my stream versus box bases. So we recently had him on, he did 3 accounts and he ran into 9 box bases and he tripled 8 of them. This guy is a machine versus box bases and he does almost the exact same thing every single time, and it works with an insane amount of efficiency. So if you want to take your Blizzard Lalo game to the next level, I would highly suggest you pay close attention to the next 6 attacks that we're going to be showing here, because what he can do is nothing short of amazing. But what I really like about this is once you get a bit of practice with it, it's very, very repeatable. Yes, it looks risky because, spoilers, he is going to be Laloing the Town Hall every single attack, but when he gets it to work, it looks really good. So, we Blizzard the back end. Main things we got there are the Eagle and the CC. And what he's going to do now, as you can tell, drawing on this here, we're going to wall break during that first mini arrow there, because we're trying to send our heroes into the core of the base, because we don't need to get the Town Hall with our heroes. In fact, weirdly enough, that multi in the core is more awkward for our Lalo than the Town Hall, because it hurts our pathing. There's a million red bombs nearby, and we're just never going to be able to get loons to take it out. So, we Lalo into the Town Hall, we make sure the Town Hall activates, and have a look at that first Lava Hound. If you didn't, go back and have a look. The second one comes in the Warden ability, but the first one is so critical because it goes behind that Town Hall, and its job is to pull all the red bombs, and mainly the Tornado Trap. If it pulls the Tornado, this Lalo will rarely ever fail. I know you're thinking, well, Hooked, there's so much left to Lalo. How does he get through this? Well, once you get through the Town Hall, because you Blizzarded the back end of the base and you suied the core, there's generally only a scatter shot and an air hero left. Smith was really patient with his headhunters on this one, and look how many balloons he has up. Look at it, he's still got his king up, he's still got his queen up, his RC's only just died. Like, this is absolutely crushed. It looks risky Lalo in the Town Hall, and you know, if you're a bit cautious about it now, fair enough, but watch out, I got more for you. Okay, this base is incredibly common, probably the most common box base you'll run into, and Smith has a really good crack for it. So what he's going to do, just land the blimp in this compartment. The good thing about this is you don't really need a hound to get this blimp, and all he's going to do, mind the very shoddy camera work, all he's going to do here is Blizzard this corner and get the CC pull, and he is absolutely happy with that. We actually take out one of the super minions, which is really, really nice. And he's pulling the CC over with the Archer. Now, unlike on the last base, we haven't Blizzarded the back end, but notice on this one, on the back end, it's just a multi-inferno. Obviously, still a threat to your Lalo, but not quite the same threat that the Eagle Artillery presents. I assume if the Eagle was in that back end comp, you would see the Blizzard coming in there. So we get this first wall breaker, and we deliberately get it on this junction, because now if we wall break again, it's basically guaranteed to go to the core. And you're going to see a very similar thing this attack to the last attack. We're suing through the top. RC is that top arrow. King and Queen coming through the middle with a wall break there. And we're Laloing through the Town Hall. Have a look at this first Lava Hound, by the way. Goes straight behind the Town Hall. Pulls one red bomb. Doesn't pull the NATO though, so it means the NATO is somewhere else on the base. Yeah, well, there it goes. It got pulled by the Lava Hound, the Lava Pups on the far side of the base. We Warden and Haste off the Town Hall. That is the most important thing aside from the Lava Hound. You have to haste off the Town Hall. Get those loons away from that pesky poison effect as quickly as possible. Now, here's the thing. We've still got an RC. We'll be talking about this more in the future attacks, but he always times it perfectly so that his RC, which is in between his Lalo and his King and Queen, gets inside this Warden ability and generally lives most of the attack. And look at this. She's going to take out the back end here. The Lalo did die out, but with the RC cleaning up the rest, this is absolutely a triple GG's to Smith here. This is a really nice attack, and it's a common base, so hopefully you guys can make something of this crack. But next attack, we're going to have a look at what happens if you don't get the Tornado Trap with your Lava Hound. Okay, Smith coming in on another pretty common box base here. Not the most common one ever. but it is a very awkward base. Let's see how he takes it out. Now, I believe he messes up this Blizzard, by the way. He lands on the back side of the DE storage. I believe he wanted to land in between the DE storage and the single, because have a look at this. Oof. Ouch. He wanted to get that single and the air defense down, but as bad as the value looks like, this isn't lost by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see what he can do from here. So Queen on this side here. Now, I'm sorry there's no game audio. Obviously, this is just coming off the recording of the live pad. We are watching the attack as if it's live, but when it comes off previous recording, obviously I can't play the in-game audio because you'd also hear me, my couple of weeks ago self, talking like a madman. Anyways, Queen betrays us, but what a great invis. Lucky he didn't have to use them all with the Blizzard. And now we come in with the Sui, and he's trying to do the exact same thing. So the first wall break here, you can't really see it, but it opens up the junction. Second wall break's going to be the scatter, and he's just trying to open the entire core of the base. Gonna Lalo through the Town Hall. Now, one of the reasons the Lalo through the Town Hall is so effective is A, we can pull all the traps with our Lava Hound, and B, there's very rarely sweepers facing the Town Hall. Now, if sweepers are facing the Town Hall, I might not do this approach, but 95% of boxes are sweepers facing opposite, because people are more scared of spam than they are Blizz Lalo. Now, notice, he didn't get that first Lava Hound to go across the Town Hall. It kind of cut across the front of it, and look what happens here. We get all the loons on the Town Hall, pop the Warden, and we finally find the Tornado. Super unfortunate. It's not just hurting our Lalo, it's also hurting our King and our Queen who are stuck in it. But look at the damage these balloons take. They are so weak. They lost like 75 to 80% of their health here. Unfortunately, we freeze just an Archer Tower there in terms of effective defenses. That multi in the core is roasting these balloons who are already low health as enough as is. The Queen does actually get the multi down, so well done to her. If the loons had health, they might have been able to go on from there, but the multi had already put in way too much damage. And this is going to be the one and only fail he got on the box bases when he was on stream. And you can tell why. Yes, obviously, the Blizzard didn't go as well, but one single Inferno and one air defense on the back end weren't going to stop this tripling. The real thing that stopped this tripling is that Lava Hound. If he had sent it from more like 7 o'clock, he probably gets the triple there. But unfortunately for him, doesn't pull the Tornado, and he doesn't get a triple for it. Smith alive here. This is a very toxic box space. I wouldn't say it's quite at the point where it's common, but it's at the point where I don't want to hit it. Now look at this, where he lands this blimp. Yes, he was deliberately trying to land in this compartment, because as we all talked about, if the Eagle's in that backhand comp and you can Blizzard it plus get a CC pull, then go for it. It's enough value, trust me. Now, he wants to get this ground bow down as well. Unfortunately, his rage wasn't perfect, and I don't actually know if he gets it. Well, he doesn't get the ground bow, but that's not the worst thing ever. He gets all the air targeting defenses that were in range of it. Now, let's see if Old Me can actually move the camera. No, looks like he's currently a little bit distracted. Probably hasn't realized that the Queen's dealing with the Lava Hound on the right-hand side. Thankfully, I'm not the cameraman for Worlds. Oh, look at that. He figured it out. What an absolute scrub. Anyways, Queen coming up here. She's taking a fair bit of damage, but we're just going to go for the same Sui. Now, this Sui is a bit tougher because how are we going to wall break that dead zone? As you can tell, can't really wall break that dead zone in front of the Inferno. So the wall break goes like this, but unfortunately, the Queen isn't going to really path like this, at least initially. So King doing his thing. We send the RC up the top with a few minions behind. And yet again, same exact formula. And look at this Lava Hound. Oh, it doesn't actually go over the Town Hall because there's no air defenses left. Not really a lot you can do about that. Thankfully, the NATO's in front of the Town Hall. If the NATO was behind the Town Hall, obviously we would have been in a bit of trouble here. But with the NATO in front of the Town Hall, we are kind of chilling. I don't know why he wardened a Lava Hound. Don't think that was the best idea. He should have just tank the scatter with the Lava Hound. But alas, look at this. We have plenty of loons make it through the Town Hall. We freeze the scatter once. We'll freeze the scatter and Queen again here. And our own Queen is still alive, absolutely kicking. And this was a really, really classy attack. This is potentially my favorite attack of all the ones I'm going to show you to you today. Because there was a really ugly base. but he just sticks to the simple parts of this attack. Blizzard that back end Eagle comp, get a CC pull, Sui the core, Lalo over the Town Hall, make sure you nail your haste spell off the Town Hall, make sure you try and trigger the Tornado as he did, and you're gonna wreck so many box spaces like this. Got a couple of more attacks for you. I mean, I could watch this man all day. I don't know about you. Smith live again here, and look at this. Now, I don't know where he wanted to get this blimp. I actually think he wanted to get it into the Eagle comp, and he would have made the Eagle invisible so that he could take down both of those bomb towers before the Super Wiz walked on it. But unfortunately, double Sam there. Bit of a crazy double Sam. I know it's to stop Yeti bombs, but yeah, you don't see as many Yeti bombs in Legends as you probably do Blizzards at this stage, honestly. Because a lot of Queen Charge Lalo guys using Flingers and Slammers more commonly. Anyways, regardless though, we blizzarded the back end of the base, we got the Eagle, we got the CC down, now it's time for the fun part. The Sui. Now, there's a reason I wanted to show you this attack. This attack I really like, because we got this silly little dead zone here once again, which is going to make it really hard to get our King and Queen to go into the core, because I mean, what are you going to wall break? I believe the wall break would go around to the cannon here. So look what he does. Rather than putting the RC down the bottom, he's going to kind of let the King do what the RC normally does, because the King will run out of this army comp and help out. He also starts his Lalo slightly earlier, by the way, because he's got an extra Lava Hound. He sends 2 early, and he's still hanging on to 3rd. RC doing absolutely wondrous work. Get that multi down. Oh my, maybe she's not doing wondrous work. Perfect Warden. Look at that. It's actually one of the better Wardens you will ever see. Loons coming across the core. Look at this, by the way. That Warden Lava Hound is tanking the scatter shot. And that's honestly the strongest part about this army, is a lot of the time you'll find that Warden Lava Hound tanks the back-end defenses for so long. Now, the Lalo pathing wasn't perfect on this. It wasn't a perfect attack. There are plenty of things that went wrong, but that only just shows how robust this attack is. You can have things go wrong and you still get the triple. And he's got it by some amount. He's still got the King up. He's still got the Queen up. He's still got about 10 balloons up. Obviously, his Warden's up as well, and plenty of cleanup. And that's just showing, if you get the Eagle, you get the CC pull and some sort of funnel, that you can never count this attack out. It's Blizz Lalo. We all know how insanely strong it is. Okay, final attack of the day. And before we get into the live, I want you guys to decide, where would you Blizzard this base? Pause it now, figure it out. Okay, I assume you've either never paused, in which case you've betrayed me, or you've unpaused, in which case you didn't betray me, and I appreciate you a lot. And I hope you came to the conclusion where to Blizzard this base. We've seen him do it all day. You can get the CC pull and the Eagle from this compartment. It makes absolute sense. Now, this is a less common base in the sense that I've never seen it before. So this is the ultimate kind of test, in my opinion, of whether this works. Is like, I don't know, people hit those common bases all the time, right? And some of the time they won't use their normal crack. For instance, there'll be some box bases Smith's hit 100 times where he doesn't do this crack. He does a different one because he knows it works. But when you hit a new base, some base you've never hit before, you've either got to come up with a completely fresh plan on the spot, or what most people do is they just do what works for them and see if they can apply the same logic to this hit. And let's say Smith gets the rewards for that here. Maybe he has hit this base before. I obviously don't know. But if I was hitting this base for the first time, I would be doing the general approach we've seen from him today because, you know, tried and tested, right? Now, thankfully, we sue into the side where there's a Tesla farm. Yes, it means our King's not getting as much value, but it's always nice to get a Tesla farm out of the way. Better than your Lalo dealing with it. That was lucky, by the way. That scatter shot nearly hit our wall break. This hit might have been in a little bit of trouble. Look at this first Lava Hound. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at it. Can't really ask for much more. It gets a bunch of red bombs. It gets the tornado, and it actually activates the town hall with its pups. Here we go. We pop the warden. We get the haste off the town hall. Queen is in the core of the base, dealing with that multi. He pops the Queen ability. We freeze the scatter and the Queen. We haste into the final multi. We still have 2 freezes left. 2. And we finally sprinkling in the last headhunter behind to help out our RC, who is still alive, by the way. She's put in an absolute shift today, I'll tell you that. She put in so much work, and that is an absolute GG's. What did you guys think of this video? I know a lot of you liked the analytical look at ring bases with Blizzard Lalo. I hope you enjoyed this for box bases as well. So you guys should have ways to take down box bases and ring bases. If you haven't seen the ring base video, I will link it above me. But that's it for today. Let me know down in the comments below whether you enjoyed this or not. I really appreciate the feedback. That's it from me though. Have a nice day.